Yeah. Okay. So if you guys want to, I'm going to be in the middle. I'm going to just have you, everybody's going to put them on. So you're going to do that one. I'm going to have you on this one. You're going to go there. Now, again, in your kit, you'll know the black cuffs are for ankles.
Okay. So
Okay. They're on the end down there.
So these are ankles.
Yeah.
Black ankles, okay.
But here's the thing, you guys, there was a flaw in the original product. The shin cuffs are also black. But what I do is I leave the ankles on these bands because she knows if she's going to do any shin training, you're probably going to use longer ones. See how much longer they are? Now these will be red going forward. Okay. I ordered more coming. So the red.
So we could put like some duct tape or something.
Or, I'm actually have a guy stamping like S on this. Oh. Or he's going to put A on that or something. Anyway, it's just like, oh, there's a shin. So I'll look at these later. Gray ones are wrists. So I'd like you to come on over. We always face out when we put them on. So wherever your station is. Okay. In my video, there's going to be a line here. I just took them out. It's 9 feet. And you stand on that 9-foot line. Okay. I was actually going to grab a piece of tape. I want you to stand right here facing this way. Okay. Go ahead. And then what you do is you take this cuff and it's the padded side goes on your ankle. Okay. And then you go through the rectangle and then you just lightly put it on see how it spins? You want it to spin. There's a reason for that. Now, if you guys get into this and it's all tangled up, it's not a big deal. Okay. Because it's a swivel, and the swivel spins. Okay. So move over a little bit. So you're in front of that little mirror. Again, we'll have bigger mirrors eventually. I just haven't ordered them yet. I don't know which ones I want.
You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. So if you look at yeah, a lot of this isn't like, you're not going to get your heart rate up. It's just more balance. Good. So these rings too, guys, see how it goes? Sometimes the round one gets inside the silver one, and it's like, these are all sewn differently going forward. So what I say is you're going to want the rectangle on the inside. Okay. And then you just go through and like that, and then you just clip. Now, if you look at the colors of the bands, you got gray is light. That's what I suggest starting with. Okay. Red is middle, and you may want to try red because you're strong. And you could just go, okay, I'm going to stand on the 9-foot line, or I'm going to step out another line. Okay, so gray is light, red is the middle. No. Gray is the lightest, red is middle, and black is the hardest. If you look at the straps actually have numbers on it. Oh, okay, 30, perfect. 40, 50. Yeah, I'm a lightweight. You'd be better than me. You tiered out higher than I would. So what I do at my house is I measure out where you're standing would be about 9 feet. Okay. So the tension that you'll feel there is very minimal. Yep. But what you'll also do, once you do this, you don't even need lines. You just know by feel. You probably know, right? But what I usually do is every foot is another like 2 pounds of tension. So there's times you may step on that line. Oh yeah. Well, this will be a little more for her because she'll do some foot speed stuff too, which I'll show you. So step out a little more right there. This will be like your starting point. And then I'll put another line down here. And I have a video in that catalog. This is explained and shown. Okay. So it's all taken care of. It's just, you haven't seen this. So you don't need a mirror in front of you, but it helps to see yourself. And again, the mirror should be wider, but this is all I had right now. So now this black portable one, is this something you ordered specially, or is this something you probably have? This is something. Yeah, you want wider. These are, I've had these. And I bought those for $7 over there. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my ankle cuffs on. Actually, this is a shin cuff, but I'll show you. It doesn't really matter. It's just longer. Still does the same thing. See how it's bigger? And the shin cuff would basically do yeah, the shin would be for her. It would be here. Yeah, it's just a different training system than the ankle. So ankles, you'll never really want to run around. You want to stay stationary. And then the shin is when you can go. So all you want to do, again, look it in the mirror. The focus is this. If you need something to hold on to start, a chair, yeah, why don't you just kind of wiggle over and grab that chair. The progressions that I have, and I'll go through those right now. Just kind of set it next to you. Just something, or wherever, just something to stabilize. Yeah, because you're going to be moving around.
Okay.
I want you to focus on, let me go through the progressions first. Holding on to something, touching the ground. So when we do these movements, you touch the ground. Second phase is holding a chair, but you don't touch the ground. You're freestanding on one leg. Step 3 would be no chair, freestanding, touching the ground each time we do it. And the fourth phase would be no chair, not touching the ground, moving entire time. So the concepts that I designed is this. You need to understand and feel what it's like to engage your core and move. And what I'm doing to you is triggering muscles that you have lost over the years of sitting, driving, office people.
Right.
We lose our hip flexors and we lose our glutes, which is back here. So these drills trigger those.
Okay.
So your focus is this, as yours. Squeeze your tummy. Always keep your tummy tight. Now, when we do our right leg first, the key is to squeeze the opposite leg. So the glute and like hip. So you want to squeeze my tummy, squeeze my opposite glute, and then be able to lift my knee up, hold it, and then go back down. So you're lifting, knee up.
Right here.
You're going to feel it on your stability side. And again, your pace, just like that, hold it, tighten, and then relax. And what I'd like you to do is work on just not even touching the ground, being able to do this freestanding. And notice my foot, you guys. Notice how my foot's under my knee. It's not under my hip. I want to swing it out like this because that's going to keep the quad activated.
Okay.
So it's hip flexors and quads.
And I can feel it like right here.
So you got stability and you got hip flexion.
Okay.
So let's just keep doing those. You always want to hold it on the top, like 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002. So that's your thought process. What that does is it allows your body to learn how to stabilize on one leg with tension. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
So again, as you do that, keep going.
I'm totally going to feel the burn tomorrow, man.
And you're going to feel it. You
I
squeeze
so
this side and you squeeze that.
Okay.
This is your stability leg and then that is your hip. So we'll do 10 on your right and then we'll switch to 10 on your left.
Okay.
Just hold it nice and light. And what I'll do is I'll bounce kind of back and forth.
Okay.
So with you, because we're going to work on speed, so you want to also work on arm gait when you know how we ran on the treadmill? So you're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. So this is kind of how I want you to learn how to just start doing it with your arms. Hold on top, hold on top, hold on top, hold on top. Okay, so we want to sync up our arms. So then when we finish those, there's this, the other one is more, there's a way I want her to do it, and then there's a way I want you to do it. You're going to continue the movement of running. So you're going to go flexion, extension, repeat. Flexion, extension, repeat. Up, out, down. And your foot is always flexed up. Yep, so it's like cycling your limb. What I'd like you to do is just extend your leg. So hold the chair and just extend like this. And I want you to try to squeeze your quad. Yeah, good. And then you can move out a little bit or just get, or lift your knee higher. And then you're just doing a leg extension. See how I just squeeze my quad? And again, you're squeezing, you're flexing that muscle.
Okay.
So you're just doing that like 10 times.
Yeah, I can feel it like right here. And right
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is like, yeah, whatever leg you're thinking you're working on, you're actually working just the opposite just as much.
Yeah.
So, and then for you, yeah, up, out, and down. Now it's called cycling.
Yeah.
And then what you'll do is get your arm sync. See how I simulate running? So you're like but always just think this, up, out, back, up, out, back, up, out, back. And then your arms will sync up. And that's kind of how you want to do it.
I'm so going to be out of bed.
Okay. So again, the first two, flexion first, for you, quad extension second, for her it'll be cycling. Okay. There is another one you can do. It's a low ab where your leg is straight and all you're doing is lifting it up and setting it down. Try that. Again, you can keep your foot flexed or toe pointed, but it's just your leg is straight. It's another exercise for your tummy and your hips.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just a straight leg raise, it's called.
You usually like do 10 at a time?
I just do 10, yep. You know, and to be honest, like for you, if you want to work on cardio, you go through this fast but deliberate. Like, you know, your flex will look like this. And then your quad extension will look like this. And then we'll do abduction, and then we'll go adduction, and then you're going boom, boom, boom. So you can go through a 8-minute workout in like 3, and then your heart rate goes up. But for you, I want you to just go slow, think through it, process what I'm trying to teach you to do. Okay, so now we're gonna work on our hips. So you need to, let's turn to our left, and you're gonna hold the chair.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do, there's 2 movements. Abduction is your outer hip. So you're gonna balance, well, you're gonna basically take your right leg and you're gonna lift it up and away. And now step over the band with your left leg. Yes. So now you're gonna balance on one leg. You're gonna just extend out and come back down. Try not to lean inside. You wanna keep all your weight centered over that left leg. Also, your foot should stay square to the ground. Don't let your toe open up. Okay, just go straight out. How are we doing? So what I'd like you to do is this. Step over the band with your left leg.
I'm sorry,
Step over the band with your left leg.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
So now you're extending out.
Okay, because I could feel them clicking on each other. Oh, oh wow.
Yeah, and you're just moving nice
like
and
I can feel
slow.
this, like,
It's always the opposite, yeah. So you're just doing this little adduction movement like this. Nope. Again, these are called stability muscles.
Okay.
So these are muscles that you kind of lost.
Now when I would just like flip it if I do it the other leg?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do now is your groin.
Okay.
So you're gonna move, we're gonna move out a little bit.
Okay.
And now you're gonna bring your inside leg just across the front of you, like this. Now what I'd like you to do is this. You're gonna go front, around and back. Front around, back around. See how I'm just swinging? It's like a groin. Stand on the outside line. See, there's more tension now. And just go around your body. So pull in, crossed, pull in, behind. Pull in, across. So we're just working our groin. You can also just do it like this if you want, but I kind of like this feeling because it makes me work on my balance more.
Yeah, this is for us when he's like mom. Okay.
So whenever we're done with the movements,
Okay.
you always turn to the wall.
Okay.
Nope, that's the other wall. This wall. Step over.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And then we'll go
that thing works good. Okay.
the other side.
Okay.
So you're gonna face that way.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then
It's gonna be, you're already set. Nope, you were right.
okay.
See how you're already set? Now that leg will go
Oh,
out.
for the outside one.
So yeah, this way we're gonna just go through, again, abduction out 10 times. Again, you're always trying to stay centered on that inside leg. And then we'll go around. And then you'll just do your groin. Yep. And always try to stay square. That's okay. Stay square.
Okay.
Square, square, square. Yep. And you know, you go at your own pace here. It's if you do 5 and then stop, 5 and stop, it's fine. We're just triggering muscle groups that you have lost. Yeah. And then your goal would be to just go through it all in one leg. Just everything's single leg. You never, once you really understand the field here and like stability legs, like you have so much control. Like when I do this, I do it so much that I have so much control in my body. That's cool though. Like you'll really get good at it.
Okay.
So now,
This cheek is going down.
yeah. Well, the funny thing about this type of workout, it's a triggering, it's flexing. You're not going to be really sore. You may be tired, but you're not going to be like tearing muscle because we're not lifting a weight.
Right.
We're squeezing a muscle group.
I know. It's like, I was like, oh yeah.
You might be a little. So the next, now we're going to work our posterior, which is there's the first one I really like to do is just a leg pull. So you're going to straighten your leg. You're going to keep your toe up.
Okay.
So let's go right leg.
Oh, I remember doing this against the wall once.
We're just going to pull behind as far as we can until you feel it in your glute, which is your butt, and then you just repeat it. Pull, hold, pull, hold, pull, hold. And you want to feel that glute fire.
And you are still going through it, this with your little sister and Cater, okay?
But when you get really good at your body control and self-awareness, like I am always in good balance because I do it every day. I teach it all the time. You just kind of go through it deliberately, dynamically, but you have control. I'm extending and holding. Don't just do this ever. Just hold, pull, hold, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So when you pull back, you want to feel it right in the top of the glute.
Okay.
And you'll always feel it on the other leg as well.
Yeah, I can feel it, yeah. Oh, dang, dang.
Yep. Now also, since we're stronger this way, this is where you could flip out the reds and activate it more. And also, everything's interchangeable. So if you wanted to really make yourself work, you could put a red and a gray on at the same on each limb. So it's how much load you want, or you step back farther. Oh yeah, you can go as much load as you want. Okay, the next one I do, for you, it's going to be a cycle of heel. So you're going to do the same thing. It's a progression. You're going leg pull to have a heel kick, which is hamstring, and then knee back up, and then repeat. Pull, heel kick, knee up. So what we're doing for her is we're triggering her running Her running is leg pull, heel swings back, knee comes up. So she's doing her running movement with load. That's what it's simulating. For you, it's going to be more of let's try to get your hamstring to fire. So hold that chair, and I want you to just pull your heel behind you. Yep. And just try to get this to activate, that muscle right there. Your hamstring, yep. And what makes it trigger more is if you keep your knees together.
Okay.
See how my knees are together? I'm not like this. I'm like here. And I just pull my heel behind me. And then you always want to be aware of your toe, that your toe is up. Because the only time your toe flexes when you run is your push-off point here. And then it snaps back up under you. So it's pull, push, but I don't really have you do that on these. You feel that in your hamstring?
What, right here?
Yes, that's your hamstring. How'd you do, Will? You do the other leg now? Yeah.
I actually feel it along the opposite leg too.
Oh, you totally will. You're going to feel it everywhere. So did you do each leg?
I have to do the second leg.
Okay.
I was watching the two here.
So she's doing a cycle. It's
Right,
running.
This is a little bit more because
It's more of a rhythmic flow because I want her to learn how to go like fast. So this is like her speed training as well. It's just, this is technique first and then it's fast. Okay, now the next thing I want you to do is an RDL. You go from here, you tilt, and you straighten your leg, lock it out, squeeze your glute, keep your toe flexed, don't rotate, and then you come back up, tilt, push. And your goal is to straighten your leg and squeeze your glute, okay? So it's kind of like Pilates. Here, tilt, push. Tilt, donkey kick.
okay.
So now there's stages again. She's doing an advanced.
Right.
So are you able to get down? Can we get down on the ground?
Okay.
Yeah. So you want those bands to go inside your knees. And those little cuffs will spin around. So all I want you to really focus on is trying to extend your leg straight behind you and squeeze your glute, which is your tush. You're just trying to straighten your leg and squeeze. And the two muscles that do that are your quad, which is here, and then your glute. And your foot should be also pulled this way. There you go.
Okay.
Imagine trying to put your heel against the wall behind you.
Gotcha.
And you're just keeping, and just repeat that movement like this. So you're gonna go here, squeeze lock, squeeze lock, squeeze lock. So every movement has a deliberate ending. You're squeezing if you're not squeezing a muscle at the end, we're missing something.
Okay.
That's why going at your own rate and pace is the key to this. It's not I don't want you just soaking in sweat unless that's the day you decide to work. You can push yourself a little harder each time you do this.
Okay.
So that's okay. So those are your posterior moves. Now, what you could do, let's face middle. Now, you can go into the foot speed phase now. So what I have you do is we'll just go through these really fast. So you're gonna jump 10 times across that line, really quick. You're gonna go that line first 10 times, and then you're gonna go that line 10 times. And then Yep, and then go to the next one, 10 times. So this is her sports performance stuff. You can take a break.
Okay.
What we're gonna do with you actually is unhook those little clips.
Okay.
And we're gonna put these on your wrists.
Okay.
I wanna go through that. Okay, so then you're gonna go back to the first line. I actually put a third line too. And I'm gonna do my ladder, I'm gonna do my scissor steps. Count your right foot 10 times. Try to get your opposite leg. Yep. And then next line. Use your arms, pump, 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 quick, quick, quick. This is also stuff you can do with your shin cuff. It's you know what I mean? Any dynamic movement you can put shins on. Okay, then we go into step across. So it's right, left, right, left. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count your right foot 5 times and count your left foot 5 times.
So then I just take these off and put these on the little loop here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then this is, I call it pre-cuffing,
Okay.
where you cuff it first. And then you're going to right leg 5, left leg 5 on each line.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So put your
Okay.
put your hand in there. Oh, put your hand through
my hand's in there. I'm like,
That's okay. And then I just go like that. And you want these loose. So just do 5 each line. Yeah. Yep, that's good. Switch feet. So what this is doing for you is it's foot speed, but it's also finding the middle. Like you're gonna go. You don't really feel what's going on, but if you're not falling over, her core's engaged. So it's teaching her to stay engaged when she's moving, which is soccer. Like every time in a soccer game, if I walked up to an athlete, I poked her here, 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 that muscle should be flexed, but it's not, they're usually not, and that's what kids get hurt. So this program is about teaching her as an athlete to engage her core all the time when she's moving around. So now what you're going to do is face me, and you'll do just go side to side hops. Just do 5 each. Just do 5. Just go quick, 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 and then go to the next line.
Are you okay with us forwarding your links onto like other people?
Oh gosh, please.
Okay.
I want everybody seeing this stuff.
Because one of the things that we were talking about last year for Shift and Be Gone,
And then
but
spin.
the high school girls is
Do it again.
be working out more with weight and conditioning.
Yeah.
So especially with girls who just need the more training.
And you can step over the inside leg. Remember, that's kind of how I like doing it. So you like side to side there, yeah. And then face the wall. So this is the hard part. This is where you feel like your legs are going to go up from here. So what this is teaching her is to stay centered and over her toes. So do 10 jumps. There you go. Each line. Yep. And in my videos, I have a third line, which is even harder. So she can go out. Now we're going to do scissors. Count your right foot 10 times. Scissors. And this is cardio for her too. So she's working, that heart rate's going up.
Okay.
This is not as easy as it looks.
No, it doesn't look.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's like this. You're go right foot 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2. Left foot. That's all right. 1, 2. Good. Back it up. Right foot. Lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. 5 each leg, each line.
Oh,
Don't fall down.
yeah. Let's get a PDF and the videos will be perfect.
Oh yeah.
Because then it's kind of like, okay, did I do that? Check, check, check.
Yep. So that's your plyo portion. I want it to be short, 6 to 10 minutes, intense, aggressive. Take a break. Now we're going to the next phase. We're going to go into wrist. So let's actually unclip that from the ankle because we're going to go right into the wrist. I like grays for everybody. I personally like using grays myself because the way these wrist cuffs work is they don't allow us to cheat with our hands because we use our hands every day, right? Picking up stuff. So whenever we try to activate muscles in our core, your hand will take over and you're only going to use your arm. Where the wrist is going to force you to use all these muscles again that you like. So we're going to take the gray ones, here's one, and you pre-cuff them. So you can take it off there. You put a circle and put your hand in there. Yep, and then you just cuff it.
Okay.
So you want it loose.
Okay. And then
And you'll do that the other one too.
then you put those on.
Yeah. You need a drink of water, Annie?
Okay. You figured it out quicker than me. I was like, yeah.
So that's the ankle activation in her foot speed drill. It's deliberate movement, learning how to stay balanced. Pretty soon you're going to push the chair away and go, I can do this by myself. And then you'll eventually go freestanding, one leg. And I tell people, this is not a weight loss program, nothing. This is a way to live a normal life. Right. Do what you do, eat what you eat. But if I want to feel better to get out of bed the next day, if you do this 3 times a week, you will feel so much better. Like, you won't be stiff all the time. Well, no, it's just, I've proven this theory that works. It's just a different way to train. And you don't need a weight. You don't need weight equipment. You don't need to go to the gym. You can do it at your house by yourself. Watch Christmas music and do it. I don't care. Okay, so now palms or wrists. Here's what we're going to do. This one, you're fine. Put your hands above your head. Okay. This is how you turn. Put your hands up. Okay. And then just turn. Yeah, and then get your hands. No, just get them. Just get your hands over. Get turned around. Okay, so. There you go.
I'm directionally challenged in general, so yeah.
And then you always just want these to be able to spin. See that?
Okay.
So they'll self-correct.
Okay. Makes sense.
So palms are open. Okay. So we're going to start with little arm circles forward. Let's just do 5. Now notice right away you'll feel how your chest engages. Try not to shut that off. Like, keep everything tight. Tummy, keep your legs tight. So we'll do 5 little circles forward, 5 little backward. Okay. And then we're going to just, for range of motion, our shoulders, we're going to do big, giant circles forward. Really stretch that open. Open up your shoulders, chest. 5 big ones forward, and then we'll do 5 big ones backward. Yeah. So you want to make sure you keep your feet nice and a nice good base.
Yeah. When I went to backward, when I tilted a little bit.
So that's just range of motion in your shoulders. Now we're going to go into a chest fly. So you're going to just bring your wrists together, and then just follow the bands, kind of at an angle up. And let's just do 5 for the sake of the time that we have today. Okay. You would do 10. Okay. I mean, try to do 10. Okay, now, I used to do a lot of in-between ones that I just combined a lot of these to one. These are called don't spill the water or don't spill the tea. You're going to pretend that you're holding 2 cups of water right here. Okay. Now, normally when I do it, I just make a diamond, but I want you to really exaggerate. Think about holding 2 cups of water. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, watch. I'm going to bring the cups of water down to my waist. Palms go up. Now I'm going to raise the water up to my forehead, and then I'm going to bring it back down, and I'm going to return the cups of water back to the top. Now notice when we do this movement, the whole time I don't want to relax anything here. So let's do 5 of those motions. And you want to be really slow and deliberate because you want to keep your core on the whole time. Now, what I would like you to do is you want to start learning how to do this on one leg. So when you're up here, you're going to do 5 on your right leg, and then you're going to do 5 on your left leg. And that is going to completely turn on your core way more than what we just did with standing on both feet. Okay? So everything you do is 5 to 10 reps each leg, and you can break that up however you want. But that's what you're going to do. Every movement we just did, you're going to do on one leg. You'll start with this, 5, 5. So what that does is just going to make you turn it on. So going forward, let's just force you to do that right away. How you doing? Okay. All right. So that's kind of the front ways I combine them. I used to separate this to this. I said, let's just do them both together. Okay. You can do like a tricep extension. So let's put our arms up here like this, like you're chopping. And I want you to just extend and squeeze your triceps. your triceps back here. You want to get higher. And another way you can do it is just go above your head like this, and just straighten your elbows like this. But yeah, you can just do, yep, you can do it this way, or you can just do it like karate chopping. All I'm trying to do is get you to extend your arm and squeeze that tricep in the back of your arm. Make sense? This is just a way to do a tricep extension. And another thing is just get comfortable. Like if they're rubbing you, then you gotta, get your hands higher or something. They shouldn't really hit you.
Okay.
So that's the forward stuff. Now we're gonna do lateral stuff. So let's turn this way. I'm gonna actually have you face me. So, and you're gonna face that way.
Okay.
So I like lateral because all you're doing is fighting the urge to go to the wall. You gotta engage. So the first one we do is we just put our palms together, get a wider base. Yep, and your job is not to let the bands pull you. Let's get square, shoulder square, hip square. You're gonna go straight out in front of you. Don't let that happen, yep, and then pull it in, straighten it out. So this is called a pelvic press, or I just call it band press. And you're getting extended and in. And you'll feel how you're fighting that urge to tighten here, get out, full extension out. Okay, and then you can relax. Now you're gonna put your inside arm down to your side. Here. You're gonna put your, yep. You've seen the Karate Kid, the original?
Wax off, wax on.
We're gonna do wax on, which is counterclockwise, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go this circle, and then we're gonna go this circle. And again, you're keeping your hand straight out in front of you, and you're making a little circle like this. And then we'll go this way. And then we're gonna switch. Little circle here. Again, 5 to 10 circles, and then 5 little tennis circles here. Really little. Again, all it's doing is keeping you tight, okay? And then the out hand, after we're done with the circles, the outside hand is just gonna do a delt raise up. Just lift it up. You're just doing this. Again, if the bands are hitting you, that means you gotta move around and just get comfortable. You could move around with these things. It's not like they have to stay. My swivel isn't spinning. There we go. So, and then let's just turn. Remember, always turn to the middle. So if I'm facing this way, I always turn this way. And I turn this way. So let's do the other side now. So do your bend presses first. Just do 5. So straight out, this one.
Okay.
Get your feet wet. Nope, we'll do this first.
What are we doing?
This one.
Oh, this one.
These are called band presses. Straight out,
Okay.
and then into your chest. Straight out, and you're just trying not to let the bands pull you to the wall. Yep. So we do band presses, then we go to little wax on, wax off each way. So then put your left hand out in front of you, put your right hand on the side, like this, and just do little wax ons. Little circles in front, little circles behind. There you go, keep that hand right in front of your shoulders, or chest, sorry. And again, the game I'm playing with you is like, there's always tension on every, so you're always tight, right? There's never, whenever you're in movement, I never want you to relax. I want you to re-engage and then do it. If you need to take breaks, go ahead. It's just, try not to do any movement without having your core activated, and then do your shoulder raises. Yeah. That's why the slogan is train different. This is different. Okay, now we're gonna do our back. So the biggest thing with our back, you could do, when I teach kids how to squeeze their shoulders, I'll sometimes have them just grab the nylon, and I want you guys to roll your shoulder blades back and pull your hands to your ribs. And all I'm trying to do is get the shoulders go back.
Okay.
So once I get the kids to feel that, then I just go, okay, put your palms out to the side, readjust, because this is really hard, because we're not as strong here as we are forward. And then we'll go little arm circles forward here, little arm circles forward here, or backward here, keeping your palms open. And always feel like you're squeezing the top of your traps. Like this is always engaged, right on top. So you're always feeling like you're squeezing up in here. Okay, so we do 5 little ones forward, a little bit backwards, and then we'll do a really deliberate big ones. Really big, nice and slow, just get your mobility. We'll do 5 backward and 5 forward. Palms are always open. There you go. You okay?
All right.
You're doing great. Okay, so now we're gonna do, we can break it into each movement. So normally we would do 5 Ys. Ys are when I make a big Y and I squeeze my shoulder blades. So just do 5 here. Big ones. Squeezing your traps. There you go. And the nice thing too is if you're losing range of motion because you can't engage anymore, it's okay to step forward and take less tension off so that you're still getting your hands the same direction. Because if you're only going like this, it's too hard. Well, just take tension off. It could be loose and then engage like there. You know what I mean? It's just as you get better. Okay, now we're gonna just pull back. So pull your palms behind you. Notice my shoulders are back. Engage your back and then relax. Pull, hold, relax. Pull. Yep, good job. Yep, feel you got to keep these engaged. Make sense? Everything okay? And again, if you went to the weight room and started doing pull-ups and like rows, I guarantee you wouldn't get nearly this much activation in your back because your arm would do it all. That's just what happens. Okay, then we combine those two, you guys. So let's go right arm up, left arm back. And notice my palm is facing forward on this hand and it's facing behind me on the left. And then I just rotate. And really deliberately pull each arm back and up as hard and as far as you can.
I can see where you need the bands to be loose so they can move.
Yeah. That's why the black and red are almost impossible with this movement. They're good for other things. Okay. So you can do a bicep curl. So this is the only muscle group we haven't targeted. And you could just do this. You know, just now the handles, which I'll show you next, that's kind of where I use this. The handles are more for your normal strength training, but this is just another way to do it if you only do handles. Another versatile way you guys can do something. Let's say you don't have your wrist cuffs with you and you just have ankles. All you do is you take your ankles off and you slide your hand in the middle with it cuffed and you got a handle. See that? So that's another thing you do. It's like, oh, I don't have my wrist. Well, it doesn't mean you can't do it. Heck, you can put the ankle cuffs around your wrist. They're just looser. Okay? So that's the wrists. Now, take them off. And what I'm going to have you do is we're going to take these black ones, which are on the handles. Okay. And again, sometimes this gets a little messy, so you pull these off.
Now, do we have the handle ones?
Yep. Yeah, they're over there. I'm just going to grab some over here. Actually, I got them all over the place. You guys need a drink of water or something? Yeah. Yep. What's that? Oh, I locked it.